which is nothing but a 14th Amendment slave. I don't care where you so-called live. You can live in the so-called contiguous state of New York. But what do? You become a citizen of the United States, which is right here. Is that thing going? Go ahead.
Let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven.
Get the top. Look at the top of that. Is not the top reaching unto heaven? See these devils looking at this thing? Go ahead.
And let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth.
Let us make us a name. Let us unite. So you have all the so-called states that are connected to D.C., the District of Columbia. In other words, if the District of Columbia was an octopus, all the states would be the octopus tentacles. And that's what's going on. Go ahead.
And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower.
The Lord has already come down. The Lord has sent his prophets. By the way, we're the prophets of the Lord. Go ahead.
Which the children of men builded.
There goes the children of men. So-called white man, the Chinese, the Japanese, the East Indians. Name some other children of men.
The Arabs.
The Arabs, the Africans.
East Indians.
The East Indians.
Aborigines.
The Aborigines. We're not of the children of men. We are the children of God. The Israelites. When you so-called, when you niggas gonna get it through your damn head? You're trying to make it with this damn so-called white man. You trying to be a judge, a supreme. You got this nigga Clarence Thomas. He's got the perfect name.
Yeah, Uncle Tom.
He's nothing but a messenger boy. You got this. You have this guy White. He's supposed to be a judge in Missouri, and he wanted to be a judge of the Supreme Court of Missouri. And Ashcroft, John Ashcroft, the Christian that he is, the moral that he is, first of all, Ashcroft don't give a damn about niggas. Which there's nothing wrong with that. He's a white man. He's a devil. He's not supposed to give a damn about niggas. But he's got some nerve calling himself a Christian. There's nothing Christian about him.
Real Christians were Negroes.
The real Christians are Negroes. Pan over here. See these people, all these people are lost, man. Now pan back. Let's continue to read.
And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language.
The people are one, and they have all one language. Go ahead.
And this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them.
Right, and now nothing will be restrained from them. These damn devils are doing all kind of wickedness. Read on.
Which they have remained an image to do.
Go ahead.
Go to, let us go down, and there confound their language.
And that's what happened in the ancient world, in ancient Babylon. Go ahead.
So the Lord scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth.
And see, that's what the Rothschilds don't want that. They don't want people to be scattered abroad. They want everybody to come under one banner, to be centralized. Go ahead.
And they left off.
For example, Israel is a part of the United States. They're not going to tell you that. But how many billions of dollars do they give to Israel every year? And there's a maxim of law. Anything that government supplements, government controls. Now you're not just going to say, well, look, let's just give these Israelis Let's give these Israelis billions of dollars because we like them. What the hell you like them? Why do you like them so damn much? Anything that this government supplements, this government controls. Like, for example, AIM, the American Indian Movement, that's set up by this government, man. The Black Panther Party, that's set up by this government.
That's right.
Or the secret government.
It's not.
Yeah,
that's why they don't want to let Leonard. That's why Leonard Peltier wasn't released from prison. That's why he wasn't given a pardon, because in actuality he was set up to further push that doctrine in the prisons, to get them North American Indians in the prisons.
He's down with the Illuminati.
Just like Huey Newton and Bobby Seale. They were a part of the same establishment they were claiming to hate. Agent provocateurs.
That's right. Yeah. All right, so bring this out. Bring this out. So we hit a lot of different subjects.
Worship of the sun began in Egypt. This is from the book Satan's Angels Exposed. This is chapter 7. Worship of the sun began in Egypt. On Wednesday, May 3rd, 1978, the United States paid homage to the sun. It was called Sunday. President Carter flew to Colorado to deliver a speech to the Solar Energy Research Institute. There were sunrise services and solar displays by both industry and the United States Army. About 12,000 people attended the speech making at the Washington Monument, which is where we are today.
The Washington Monument.
The entire United States population had its attention focused on the sun.
So that, I mean, he mentioned Jimmy Carter, which was a sellout, which was a product of the Illuminati.
Right, wasn't he supposed to be a Christian?
Yeah, he's supposed to be a Christian, talking about being thrice born. That's nowhere in the scriptures.
And the Bible speaks about worshiping the sun, the moon, or the stars.
As a matter of fact, get that in Deuteronomy. Get that in Deuteronomy.
Can I throw this in real quick? Now, if you notice the way that this is built, the way they built this geographically, the way it's built, the obelisk and the Lincoln Memorial, the sun sits right in between both of them. You're looking at the sun right now. So geographically, they built it to where the sun plays a big significance in this whole setup, this whole philosophy, the worship of the sun, like you just brought out.
So bringing out the scripture of the worshiping of the sun, moon, and stars.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 19. And lest thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven.
Now go back and read this, what you just read about Jimmy Carter.
It was called, right, it was called Sunday. President Carter flew to Colorado to deliver a speech to the Solar Energy Research Institute. There were sunrise services and solar displays by both industry and the United States Army. About 12,000 people attended the speech making at the Washington Monument. The entire United States population had its attention focused on the sun.
I didn't have my attention focused on the sun. I was probably watching cartoons, man. I didn't give a damn about it. I don't even remember that. Read that last part again.
About 12,000 people attended the speech making at the Washington Monument.
Go ahead.
The entire United States population had its attention focused on the sun.
Right. Notice it says the entire United States population. We broke down where the United States is, so maybe he was talking about the congressmen and the senators.
Right.
And certain other elites, because the United States is not the contiguous United States. For example, New York, Colorado, Nebraska, Idaho, Alabama, New Jersey, Florida. You have what's called the contiguous states, or these states. Contiguous means touching. You have the state of New York, which is here in Washington, D.C. Then you have New York State, or contiguous New York State, which is further up north, which you're not a citizen of. You're a citizen of the United States, which is D.C., District of Columbia.
And as we were on our way here, we noticed all the streets were named after the different states, all in capital letters.